When I look at this commission, I don't see you guys like the other commissions. I think you guys have a more important duty to the people. One thing I'd like to see from you guys is I'd like to see a change in your website so that we can possibly have some contact information for you guys. If I want to alert you to something in the community, I really don't see how I do that via the website, so maybe it's something you guys can push for. Now, consistent with the purpose of this commission under section 2.110.02, I'm asking for your help in developing a department policy where, and I've said this before, this department should be producing some monthly, clearly understandable stats around rapes, burglaries, robberies, homicides, stolen vehicles, assault with guns, felony assault, misdemeanor assaults, and domestic violence. They produce a lot of numbers, but they can be confusing, and I don't think they're truly telling of what the people need to know to understand what's going on. Next, I have to bring this to you first because I would like to see a policy change regarding this commission and an amendment to section 2.110.03, where it adds a section B1, which will say, quote, and this commission now reviews all misconduct investigations of police staff, volunteers, and contracted service providers not generated by citizens' complaints, because I think as a citizen, your charge is too limited. There's stuff going on in the police department that you guys, at least by this charge, may never get to look at. I'm shifting gears here a little bit. So on February 27th, NBC News reported that a man was breaking into an occupied home in downtown Sacramento, but the police never responded, despite the caller's frantic call, and ultimately the guy went away. When I heard this story, I was shocked because there's nothing more important than the police protecting citizens and keeping them out of harm's way. Now, the only explanation I ever heard about this, the police never responded to this call, was the police spokesman who speculated that maybe there were some other priority calls happening, which is why the police never responded. And that's the only thing I've ever heard about it. So I think this commission should be just as interested as I am in getting the answers to the following questions regarding that call. What were the staffing levels 15 minutes before that call? What were they 1 minute before that call? And what were the staffing levels at the time of the call? And across the city, where were all the officers 30 seconds after that call came in, including the sergeants, the lieutenants, and the captains? You should want to know how many times was that call broadcasted to the officers, and what sergeant acknowledged the call. And there's a question, did we ask for assistance from an outside agency, and if not, why not? You know, maybe there was a CHP officer available, maybe there was a sheriff deputy available. But if you guys haven't or not aware of this particular call I'm talking about, again, CBS News reported it on February 27th. The victim in the call just describes, you know, a very scary, desperate situation as this guy's kicking in her front door. And I'm telling you, when you look at this thing, no one responded. That's a major problem that somebody ought to answer. And this is why I think you guys are here. I'm going to say it again. No one responded. So somebody's saying my door is being busted in. This is a real call. You guys should be concerned about that. You guys should be asking some questions to the police department, and somebody should explain this. They should explain in detail what happened. Thank you.